this guitar rather live to mimic an acoustic guitar. Use it in the choruses live. It's kind of nice. It's kind of a nice combination between an acoustic sounding guitar and an electric guitar. I don't need the plug for this. This is the guitar that I played in the studio for the solo of Walkabout. Walkabout is a funky little number that the rhythm is with the wah-wah pedal. And for the guitar solo, I wanted something really ugly sounding, and you know, we were talking about clean and dirty effects and sounds earlier. Well, this guitar isn't intended for studio record recording, I don't think. And although it does have a jack, what I did is cranked it up all the way. I had a mic right here in this little speaker. There's a speaker built inside the guitar. And it just sounds kind of bad. But bad in a good way. And I think what I did that day is I turned it on and I left it leaning up against the wall for about an hour and a half, so the batteries were kind of going, and it made it sound even crustier and more ugly. I played this guitar for the majority of the Jane's Addiction years, and it's just got a really great sound to it. It's really thick and really crunchy. It's a little bit too heavy sometimes, so I only use it on particular songs like One Big Mob, for instance, where I really want just like that.
Very chunky.
Yeah, it's very chunky sounding, and for some of the funkier songs, I don't go with it just because it's almost too much guitar. But what I do like about this is that it's got many different sounds to it. And you know, I think that's important to select a guitar that you can get a rainbow of sound out of.
So with all the effects we were talking about, how do you, I mean, do you have to actually push each one off and go to the next one? Do you have a special pedal board?
I do have a pedal board. I have a slew of different effects here, different pedals, and I have my wah-wah pedal on this board, and I also have my channel shifting from clean to dirty built into this board. I also have a little tuner there, and that's basically all I need for a live setting.
And what kind of amps do you use?
Right behind us here, we have the JCM 900 series made by Marshall. And what I like about these amps is that they have a dirty channel and a clean channel built into them, which just by the flick of a foot switch, you can have one or the other. I think that I actually run 2 heads, is that correct, Dave? I go through 2 heads, and I think one head controls the upper 2 cabinets, and the other head controls the bottom 2. Mm-hmm. And it has something to do with low end. Dave, what does it have to do with?
Well, Mr. Navarro, the way we've got it set up is we've got one head running the top cabinets and one head running the bottom cabinets with the signal split to go to each head. So therefore, we can control the actual volume and tone of the top and bottom rather than side by side, so that we can control through the stage resonance more so, and the cabinets pointing at your face instead of being separated side by side.
Yeah, so I have the low end coming through the bottom, and I have the not so low ending sounding guitars coming through the top.
I guess nowadays you could say this is a simple setup, but you sort of get full sonic spectrum.
Yeah, I like to have it so everything's like out on the floor and accessible, you know, because a lot of times I'll go down to the actual pedal and manipulate it during a performance.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, such as this, this delay that I was showing you guys earlier with the hold button on it. I can set that to infinite repeats like that. It just continually goes. And I can move the time so it goes faster or slower. And it's just kind of a cool sound. Kind of unearthly, and you know, there's really no technical aspect to that. It's just, it is what it is, and
you'll actually get on the floor and do that.
I'll get on the floor and do that, you know, and
Right.
I actually utilize that at the end of the song "Coffee Shop." There's a delay pedal manipulation thing happening there.
Do you have a certain regimen for songwriting or a process you go through?
Songwriting is something that there's really no one way to do it for me. I know some songwriters that have formulas and specific approaches, but what we do as a band was we focus a lot on the jamming aspect and just being fluid with one another and playing a lot together. And song ideas will come out of moments, little pieces of jam sessions that we'll have. Other song ideas will come out of a guitar riff. Other song ideas will come out of a bass riff. And in one instance, there's a song called Evil that actually didn't appear on our record that came from a drum pattern that Chad was playing. And in fact, the breakdown section in One Big Mob came from a drum pattern that Chad was playing. And other songs come from even vocal ideas that Anthony comes up with. And I think that that's important to be open to any influence when it comes to songwriting, because that way you cover a much broader spectrum.
So Dave, in closing, have anything you want to say to your hungry fans and newcomers?
I would just say to stay true to yourself as an artist and as a musician, and play what you feel. You know, if you feel angry, play something angry, and if you feel a little sad, a little melancholy, play something that reflects that. I would suggest that you don't try and focus on what people are doing around you and try and emulate that, but be aware of what's going on around you, and if you can, lift ideas and create your own through those ideas. And I would say spend a lot of time on your instrument, you know, would be the main thing. I've said it before, and I will say it again, instructional home video is not the way to go. But I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thanks for letting us come down today.
Appreciate it.
Oh yeah.